Lead the Way, a podcast for school leaders with author, speaker, and educator, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Today, I have a total principal and Twitter rock star on Lead the Way, Danny Steele, principal of Thompson 6th Grade Center outside of Birmingham, Alabama. Danny, it's so great to have you on Lead the Way today.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate you having me.
And Danny is also the author or co-author with Todd Whitaker on two great books. First is Essential Truths for Teachers, and the second one is Essential Truths for Principals. You want to make sure you check out those books on Amazon. Danny, tell us a little bit about those books in a quick summary.
Well, the idea behind the books is that we wanted to think about the core values that drive educators, and then connect those core values back to how it informs the practice of teachers. What do those core values look like in the school building day to day or in the classroom day to day? So it's about keeping teachers grounded in why they do what they do and inspiring them and encouraging them to continue to make a difference. And for principals, it's about inspiring them to build the type of culture that inspires their students and staff.
That is so awesome. And one of the things that you do great with inspiring your students and staff is building a positive school culture. Why don't you share with our listeners some things that you do to build that positive school culture in your school?
Well, it gets back to my own core values. And essentially, I love kids. I absolutely love kids, and I'm committed to connecting with them and building relationships with them. And then second, I love teachers. And I see my role as one of supporting them, removing barriers from them, encouraging them, being their biggest cheerleader, because the teachers are the ones that make the magic happen in the classroom. So those two values are what drive me as we lead the school. So with kids, little things like we have a wall of dreams. At the beginning of the year, we have all our students write their dreams up on this huge wall that's in the hallway. And that's something that as teachers walk by every day, they're reminded that this is why they come to work. Several years ago, I started doing birthday selfies with the principal. So if you're a student in our school, on your birthday, you'll get a shout out on the intercom. And then at some point during the day, I'll come find you in class and get you out in the hallway and take a birthday selfie with you. And then I'll text a picture to their mom or dad, whoever they want me to send it to. And so that's something, it's sort of a little thing, but it turns out to be a big thing for the kids. And it's a big thing for the parents when they get that. And, not many principals really have time doing that. And there's times that I feel like, I don't have time for this, but then I have to stop and think, what's more important than connecting with a kid on their special day? In terms of supporting teachers, it's about building a culture of collaboration. It's about valuing the teachers. We send out email shout outs. Teachers will text me when something as good is going on in their room. And if I have the wherewithal, I'll go right down to the room and check out what they're doing. It's about being in their classroom a lot, not to catch them doing something wrong, but to see them in their element, to let them know that we value what they're doing and we appreciate the great work they're doing. Just supporting them at every turn and finding every possible way to communicate value, communicate the fact that they're valued in the school.
Danny, as we close out here, when you think of building a positive school culture, what's one action a school leader can take to do that?
I think collaboration within the building is a non-negotiable. So having a building leadership team, making sure that you work with teachers when making decisions to get everyone's input, to make sure everyone feels like they have a say-so in what goes on in the school. Building that culture of collaboration, I think, is essential.
I agree with you. Collaboration is a key to building a positive school culture. I want to thank you so much for being on Lead the Way today. It was great to have you talk about school culture and your new book, Essential Truths for Principals.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out Danny's new book, partnered with Todd Whitaker, on Essential Truths for Principals. You can find it on Amazon. And also make sure you give a review. If you like this podcast, review it on iTunes. Thanks so much for being with us today on Lead the Way.
You've been listening to Dr. Bill Ziegler with Lead the Way. Be sure to check out Bill's new book, Future Focused Leaders, by visiting chaselearning.org. That's chaselearning.org. This has been a presentation of Lead the Way.